Look at this mother. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Your boy's back with another video. I have to address this because Katt Williams is one of my favorite comedians, but he's looking bad out here. I don't like what he's doing. I saw the interview that he did in Atlanta talking about Tiffany Haddish and Netflix and comedians and stuff like that. Now, I like Tiffany Haddish, and I'm not gonna say everything he said was wrong. Cause I have no problem with people giving their opinion on certain stuff. I give my opinion on stuff all the time. My thing is, where is the opinion coming from? Is it coming from a place of you just speaking your mind, or just like it's a little bit of hate there? At first, I thought he was just speaking his mind, but as you keep listening to the interview, it kind of sounds like it's coming from a place of hate. Cause he started. First of all, let me tell you what they asked him. If you hadn't seen it already, they asked him about like comedians. They asked about Netflix. What do you think about that? He said Netflix is a business or whatever. They gave him 300,000 for the special he did in Jacksonville, and then they gave him 2 million after that during the Monique strike or whatever. Now this is why I say it had to be a little bit of hate in there because he brought up the Monique stuff and he was saying y'all ready to tear Monique down and build her up. No, well, that's not really the case. It seemed like to me that you probably like Monique more. You probably have a more of a relationship with Monique, so you want to see her do good and stuff like that. I think that's where that came from. But at the same time, the thing with Monique, we wasn't just trying to tear her down. I wasn't. Now I'll say I didn't agree with what Monique was doing. I didn't agree with it, but I wasn't trying to tear her down. My thing with that whole situation was it's business, and she tried to make it personal when I don't think it was. I'm just looking at all the factors of everything. I don't think it was a personal decision on why they decided to give her the amount or wanted to give her the amount of money that they wanted to, and I think it was because of like I ain't gonna say relevancy, but I'll say it's because of like demand, supply and demand, right? Look at the people that gave deals. They gave Chris Rock a deal. Um, he's been selling out shows everywhere. They gave Dave Chappelle a deal, who was selling out shows everywhere. They just gave Tiffany Haddish a deal, who has been in all these movies, hit movies. So they gave her a Netflix deal. So she got a special coming out on Netflix. Oh, excuse me. Kevin Hart, who's everywhere. He got some specials on there. Um, the Monique situation, I think they was trying to figure out what were they going to get from them investing the money into her special and doing the special. What are they gaining? I think that's what they was thinking. It was on a business. It wasn't personal because they're looking at Monique's career. She hasn't done anything in a minute. The last thing she did was the Almost Christmas movie or whatever, and that wasn't even her movie. So they just looking. That's what I think they was looking at it as, and I just think that he also brought up other comedians like Linnell and stuff like that. Linnell is cool. No, she's not what Tiffany Haddish is, but that's not Tiffany Haddish's fault. It's not like she's tearing these ladies down to just keep climbing on top. No, it's just she's working hard. People feel like she's funny. I feel like she's funny as well. She's doing her thing. I like the show that she has with Tracy Morgan, the real OG. That's a funny show to me. I like it. Now, with Katt Williams, I feel like you have a relationship with those women. You like those women, as far as you came up with them and stuff like that. So you have a relationship with those women. So I can understand you praising them, but I just feel like you don't have to tear her down to praise those women. So that's why I felt like it was kind of coming from like a place of hate. Now, if he would just said his opinion and not brought up nobody else, I probably would have felt a different way. If I would have felt like, okay, he just giving us opinion. But when you bring up other comedians and stuff, I'm like, then you start talking about how, you know, Kevin Hart is ugly, Lil Hannibal Burr. He started saying those guys are ugly and stuff like that. That's what Hollywood want right now. It's like wow, like that seemed like it's coming from a hateful place. Like you don't like that those guys. You feel like you're an attractive man and those guys aren't really attractive. So yeah, that's what Hollywood want. That's why they all really are. And I don't think that's the case. I think it's just their time, just like it's Tiffany had this time. I don't think it's nothing like that. Like Hollywood looking at them like, okay, these guys are ugly, so let's get these guys in all the shows and all the movies bumping. We don't want Katt Williams. He too pretty. No, man. I don't think that's what it was. So I don't like it. It seems like it's coming from a hateful place. And she hasn't done anything to you, so I'm like, I don't really understand it. And she has a stand up coming up. I think she already got one out already too. He said she don't have any. I think she already got one out already, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong though. And I just feel like he's looking bad at her. Then this picture right here is after he said all this stuff about her. You look at her face, and that's why I said in the beginning of the video, oh look at this mother. That's what look like what she's saying. Man, look at this mother. How he gonna talk about me? And they gonna try to come up to me. I win my Emmy. Try to congratulate me, and you were just hating on me. So I don't like it, man. I think Katt Williams, man, you need to just do your thing, man, and just not hate on other people like that. It just looks bad. It makes people feel like you're bitter and stuff like that. No problem with giving your opinion on stuff when they ask you questions, but I just felt like the roles you kind of took after they asked you the question made me feel like it was a little bit of hate there for people who are like doing their thing. And it's like you doing your thing too, though. You get back into the swing of things, so I don't really understand it. I just feel like I can see if you wasn't getting booked or something like that because you doing your thing too. I like the special that you did in Jacksonville. That was funny to me. I liked it. You're one of my favorite comedians. I liked it. And then you was on the show Atlanta, and now you supposed to be in this other movie, this Meet the Blacks 2 with Mike Epps and you and Lil Duval and Michael Blackson. So that's probably gonna be funny. So you doing your thing too. So I just feel like you don't have to tell people down to give your opinion, about like other comedians that you like or you prefer. As far as those other women that you name. Feel like just worry about you, man, and just do your thing, man, because it just looks bad. And then this picture come out, I'm like, wow, it just looks even worse. And I think he know that he was wrong. I think he know that he was wrong because I seen the interview after everything happened and after this, the Emmys and stuff like that. They asked him about it. His demeanor and stuff kind of changed a little bit, so I could tell he knew he was wrong. He knew he was dead wrong for what he said and stuff like that and how he put everything. But hopefully he learned next time, man, because it just looks like you're upset that these people are where they are when you really shouldn't be, man, because, you getting back in the swing of things, some years back, stuff was kind of going wrong for you, but I think a part of that was kind of your fault. I don't think it was nobody else's fault. You did what you did, in the past to get in trouble. That was on you. I'm not gonna bring in the specifics. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everything that he was going through, getting arrested and stuff like that. Like y'all know that wasn't nobody else's fault but his. So just do your own thing, and worry about you, man. Keep doing your thing, Salute Tiffany Haddish, salute Kevin Hart, Katt Williams, man. So That's how I feel. You don't have to tear people down to build other people up. So that's all I got to say about it. Hopefully he sees this or something like that. Hopefully somebody show it to him or something like that, and he like, you know what, man, that dude was right. You know, nothing wrong with giving my opinion, but the way I did it, it was I would kind of redo it. You know, rethink stuff. Nah, boy, Valley Jets. I'm out. Like, subscribe, comment. More content coming soon.